What's going on, people? TroopzTV. Back again. Like our blood clot again, blood. You understand? Episode 219 of Back Again. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You understand? First things first. RIP. My brother Black's blood. You understand? It's been 3 years since we lost my brother, since he was taken away from us. If you know, you know. You get me? We pay homage to him every day, but today more than ever, we pay homage to the great man. You understand? Long live Black the Ripper. And obviously, happy 420 to the people them as well, blood. You understand? Shout out all my dank smokers around the world. You get me? I hope you're enjoying our fantastic day. You get me? Everybody gets a day. You understand? The LGBT man get a day. The fucking other communities and societies get a day.
Why was that one?
So it's only right that we get a day. No. Them man, they get their day. You understand? The rainbows and them thing there, pride and all that. You get me? So it's only right. The dankers, you understand? We've been pushing our thing for longer, blood, and our thing we're still pushing. You get me? We still ain't broke through no barriers, blood. Them man, they're licking off barriers every other day, blood. You get me? But all the dankers out there, blood, enjoy your 420, you understand? Content will be dropping on 420, vlog pending, you understand? The vlog's going to be scenes, blood, you get me? I ain't even filmed the vlog yet, but I know already, and you lot know already, it's going to be absolute scenes, blood, you get me? Big up the man them every time as well, blood, you understand? Zaza in the cut. Flawless in the cut.
Big up.
And Lewis reporting live from the mud.
Again. So, I don't think it's won a game since the last show. Still don't think it's won a game.
Hello, you better still shot off 40 points, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, them man are still chasing the 4-0, you know?
Yep. The road to 40 points continues. One day we'll get there.
Man, I'm dodging 5-0 today. This youth's running to 4-0, blood. It's mad. You understand?
We're crawling to 4-0, bro.
Before we get into the doom and gloom of Lewis's Chelsea Football Club, there was a midweek Premier League game as well. You understand? Leeds 1, Liverpool 6. Now, blood, I never saw this coming. I did not see this, bro. Like, obviously, big up everybody that's watched the weekend wrap up. That'll be dropping every Monday. You understand? And I said on that, I dropped a little preview on that about the that game, and I predicted 1-1, blood. You understand? I predicted 1-1. I thought, since Javi Garcia's gone into Leeds, he's improved them dramatically, blood. You understand? He's kind of steadied the ship. I did not expect Liverpool to go there and get them 6, blood. You understand? Like, Trent's performance was outstanding, bro. You get me? And I've said going forward, he's one of the best right backs out there. You get me? But he played a bit more forward. He was in midfield and he was absolutely pulling the strings. Should Klopp and Southgate be looking at Trent in the midfield role? Because at right back, he's rubbed, bro.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It's a weak spot. Like, if you're putting him in midfield, you're utilizing all of his best attributes and you're not dealing with yourself getting done in transition on the right-hand side. That's been a weak spot for Liverpool for years. You know how to get at them, try catch Trent on the lack and then counter down the left. You pull him in the middle. If you actually have a right back that's more defensively minded, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Liverpool are a much better team as a result. If anything, I'm more surprised they didn't do this earlier. But yeah, he was ridiculous. Didn't he get like 3 assists or something on Monday?
Yeah. I got some stats on him from Monday, blood. Where are they?
He was
final third passes completed, he was first. Long passes completed, he was first. Passes completed, he was second. 2 assists and 91.1 accuracy of passing, blood. You get me? His assists as well. He's up there. He's up there with the best, blood. You get me? De Bruyne has 84. This is since he's made his debut. De Bruyne has 84. His left back, Robertson, has 53. Salah has also 53. And Trent has 50, blood.
Yeah, no, he's sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's impressive.
his one-on-one defending. We've all known that it has been terrible. Give him that insurance in behind. So either move him up on that right side, or move him into midfield, like they did with that protection of the back line, and his attacking qualities will flourish. And if when they flourish, I mean, as you saw, kid's a baller.
How high can Liverpool finish now, blood? Can they get into the Europa League spot? I mean, Champions League is dead and gone. You get me? That's between for me, Champions League is sealed now. You get me? It's United, Newcastle, us, and City. You understand? So, but that 5th place and I think 6th gets them Conference League.
I think
it's 7th Conference League.
No,
Or is it
7th
7th?
conference.
Is it 5th and 6th?
Qualifier? 6th is qualifying. 5th you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5th and 6th is Europa League, 7th.
And then 7th is Conference, isn't it? Do you think they could get into Europa?
They could definitely get into Europa. But is it not dependent on domestic cup winners as well? So like FA Cup.
You lot won, but the likelihood
of Brighton or Sheffield United win.
Okay. Because we was trying to discuss this.
They're probably not winning it anyway.
Yeah, because what? It's flipping United and City, blood. So you don't have the Carabao Cup and you're in the Champions League. So Vodum, you get me? City will either, you understand, they'll finish in the Champions League places, or you lot will have it and you're in there as well. So Vodum. So the 6th one would go to them, innit?
Could Liverpool? Yeah, Liverpool definitely could finish in the Europa League spots, because they even when you look at their fixture list, it's favourable. However, we've seen their form be up and down all season, so that's the issue that they have. That's why I was
skeptical on this game, blood. I was like, I thought they'd go there and get another draw, but that put them on 47 points.
47.
They are 6 points behind Tottenham with a game in hand. You understand? They have a game in hand on Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham currently sitting 5th. They have a game in hand on them. If they win that game in hand, they go 3 points behind them. Tottenham's form, we've seen it, is absolutely in the mud, blood. Long may it continue. You understand? Funeral settings every Bomber Clark week. You understand? Like, X will move his podcast to a Wednesday, blood. You see me? Because he used Ransaroni being in Mexico. You understand? Hopefully he had a lovely birthday out there. Shout out to Broski as an excuse to move the podcast, blood. But we have a team called Zoom over Yasser. You understand? I'm sure they have Wi-Fi in Mexico as well, blood. So I don't know why they push back the Blood Clot podcast. You understand? But yeah, what? You think Liverpool can catch up onto Tottenham because Tottenham is the one, like, you get me? Even Aston Villa have picked up tremendous form. They also have a game in hand on Brighton
too.
And we got Brighton as well.
Brighton are still there. Because that's the thing. They have 2 teams above. They have 3 teams above them. One of them's on piss poor form, Tottenham. But then they have 2 teams with Villa and Brighton, who you could say are the form teams or are part of that form team bracket now in the league, blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are.
And then one of those teams has a game in hand on them. So
Brighton has two. Brighton has 2 game in hands. You understand? Brighton have 2.
It's going to be tough for them to make up the.
But I know Brighton's fixture list ain't the most favourable as well. So that could.
Yeah, they got us. They got City.
Exactly.
Them 2 games alone. You understand? Like,
exactly.
Even though they play City at home.
Go on, fam.
Even though they play City at home and they play us away. Bro, we have problems with Brighton at Emirates, blood. You understand? I would rather be playing them fucking away, blood, than to have them at Emirates, bro. Can they be banding man up, blood? I still got PTSD from that pussy old Bazuma laughing at Monreal, blood.
When he laughed at you, man, in the Greek, it was the Greek kid, innit?
Yeah, blood, these are got pussy old, blood. I still got PTSD from that, dog. You understand?
I was laughing up on the side.
Yeah, blood. Who's laughing now, though, the pussy, blood? Who's laughing now, dickhead? Yeah, how are you doing now, you prick? Right. Yeah? Stay in the mud with Tottenham.
Can't even make it into a piss poor side.
Fucking idiot. Go suck your link, blood. You understand?
Oh my God.
You know what?
However, though, if they do get past us in the FA Cup semi-final, they could take their eye off the ball in the Premier League. Because it could be all eyes on that. You know what I'm saying? Players not wanting to get injured and play in the FA Cup final. Brighton. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I hear that, but they won't have to worry about that till the season's done. Because the final won't be before the end of the season, right?
No, it's at the end of the season, fam.
After the last game.
Yes, after the last game.
Yeah. So they won't have to worry about that too tough.
Because it's true, because it's kind of like that's on the back burner. You understand? That's done. Now let's concentrate on the league until that. Let's build form into the cup final. You get me? So it could work in their favor.
It could work in their favor. It could go again, just in terms of players not wanting to get injured. Because if you get injured, it's a wrap. You get injured for 2-3 weeks, like that causes your issues. It could galvanize them, but then it could be on the flip side because that's the first time Brighton.
Would it even matter, blood? Because we saw against Chelsea, they had 2 man injured and it never stopped them from doing nothing.
Yeah, that's Chelsea.
But with this,
that's Chelsea.
You could make an 11 and probably get a draw.
What do you mean? Oh, flawless. That's Chelsea.
Out here trying to big up Brighton, yeah. Flawless is just digging Lewis's grave even deeper, blood.
You can't flex wins against Chelsea anymore. Like everyone gets one. Everyone gets 3 points.
Like, it's not even me. It's not even me lying. We've all watched it. You know what I'm saying? And that. And if we ask Lewis, you know,
I don't even remember coming on the show after a win.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have. But you can't. Because I'm not dread. I bring you on when you win as well, blood. More time you lose though. That's why it's peak.
That's the thing.
Remember our last win?
Facts. They might actually not win a game from now to the end of the season. Look at their fixture list.
We won't.
Let's move on to Chelsea, blood. You understand? There was Champions League football this midweek. Chelsea went with a new formation I've never seen in my life, 8-1-1. You understand? They went with an 8-1-1 formation. Never seen this in my life before, blood. You understand? I would like to thank Frank Lampard for educating me on this new philosophy of football, blood. 8 at the back, blood. Yeah, you couldn't even write this shit, blood. You understand? But Lewis, 2-0 defeat. You are winless in 7 games. Yes, we have some stats for you, Lewis, blood, you understand? Shout out Matty. Matty has provided the stats, blood, you understand? Chelsea have failed to win any of their last 7 games. Their longest winless run since February 1995. Chelsea needed a minimum of 2 goals against Real Madrid, but their fans would have preferred to waste time, blood. Jetski, drop the plick now. So there you see your fan base not giving Courtois the ball. Now, how stupid can a fan base be, blood? You're 2-0 down and you want to keep the ball, blood. You understand? Each to their own, blood. Each to their own. Didier Drogba stated, I no longer recognize my club. Well, let me remind Drogba that Chelsea was sold for £1 in 1991. So I do recognize this club, blood. You understand? Rodrigo, shout out Rodrigo, blood. You understand? Rodrigo scored more goals at Stamford Bridge than all Chelsea players combined this month.
That can't be true.
You understand?
That can't be true.
We have more, blood. We have more, blood. Frank Lampard is the first ever Chelsea manager not to win any of his first 4 games in charge of the club during the Premier League era. 1-0 loss to Wolves, 2-0 loss to Madrid, 2-1 loss to Brighton, and now 2-0 to Madrid. Lewis.
What you might want me to say that I ain't already? You want me to say it's not going to get any better? Do you want me to say we're shit? Like, what more do I tell you, like, at this point? I just come across like a broken record, innit?
Hey, Lewis, is it worse now under Lampard than it was under Potter?
Yeah. Do you think he was right to get Potter out? Like?
It's worse than Potter.
Collecting points,
we had to get rid of Potter because it was only going to get more and more toxic. But Lampard has found a way to make it worse. I didn't even think that was possible. Now we're conceding about 25 shots a game. Now we're getting battered at home. We weren't getting battered at home before. We were kind of just not finishing chances. Now we're barely making chances. We're playing a back 4 in league games for God knows what reason. The first thing Lampard did when he joined was play a back 4 against Wolves, and we got dominated by them. Should have lost by about 3 or 4. Brighton, we've had some shit performances this season. Awful performances, and I still haven't seen us get battered the way we did against Brighton. Kepa's the only reason why it wasn't 5-1. Our goal was a deflected goal. We didn't even put the ball in the back of the net ourselves. We needed a deflection to do it. So, yeah, things have got worse under Lampard. Things will continue to get worse. There's 7 games left. We're probably not going to go down. Probably not going to get any higher. Might be 4 to 6 points off the drop if this shit continues. But yeah, this whole thing's a write-off. Is dead. Like, I don't know what to say at this point. Season's done. Performances are going to get worse because any player that wasn't on the beach is now going to be on the beach. I saw how bad our performances dropped off. We got knocked out by Madrid last year. We've got Brentford, you-lot, City, United, Newcastle, Forest, Bournemouth all coming up. Get all of that shit done. And yeah, forget about this season and move on because this has just been a car crash. Top to bottom, it's been a fucking mess. It's just a dead team.
Todd Bowie continues to make his way to the changing rooms.
Doing team talks.
Giving asking the players, why are they not giving it all?
What's he gone?
Look at
It's not even that deep.
He's going and giving team talks, bro. He's going and he's calling out players. He's going and calling out players.
And you know what? Good. I'm glad
I have never seen anything like that in my life.
Jesus. Bro, you know Roman used to do the same thing. That's why I never got why people were getting at Bowley for it. Roman did the same thing. Mikel said he used to shout at them in Russian after they lost games. Ancelotti, after every loss, Roman would just send them a question mark. You know when like the missus is pissed off at you and they send you like a one-word answer? That's what it would be like after every loss. So it's like, I don't mind Bowley doing that. It at least shows he cares. Like a lot of these players are shit. I'm glad he's giving them a bollocking. Apparently he went and called out Sterling after the loss against Brighton. And I get it. He's our highest paid player. He's been shit this season. I just hope it's not only Sterling because there's about 10, 15 man that you could go out there and you could start calling out. Havertz, yeah, he didn't play, but you could still get him anyway. Mount, Ziyech, Pulisic,
Gallagher,
Zakaria, Gallagher, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Mendy.
Cucurella's been getting a lot of shit, bro. He's getting booed every game, man. What's going on there?
He's just dopey. He's just dopey. And it's like for 62 million, the guy's got no positional awareness, jumps forward and breaks the defensive line too easily, no pace in transition, his passing's sloppy. Everything about his game has just fallen off a cliff from what we saw at the start. And we paid £62 million for him. So I don't blame fans for turning on him, but my whole thing is you have to be consistent. It's not any one player's fault that we're at 11th. You can look at a bunch of them and say you're all shit and you've all just combined together to create this shit show. But it's not just one player. If you're going to boo Cucurella, boo Sterling, boo Pulisic, boo Havertz, boo Mount, but it's never like that. These lot will boo and they'll criticize everybody until it gets to a certain man and then they'll make a banner for him, even though he's been one of our worst players this season anyway, and he's going to fuck off to Liverpool in the summer.
Talking about Mason Mount for those that don't know people.
Please, name names, please.
Talking about Mason Mount for those that don't know people.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to go to Liverpool or United, one or the other. And I don't care.
Don't put that energy out.
He's linked to you.
Don't do that.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we get linked to any English player who's available of high profile because we're Manchester United. We are not getting Mason Mount.
If you don't want him though, like I've got no issues.
You not keep him in it.
One road runner, get the other two. You can have the cardio cousins, have Conor Gallagher as well.
Cardio cousins is hilarious. Yo, that's a hilarious slander name.
Have a cousins too, bro.
Cardio cousins.
Oh, we're a fucking
cardio cousins is the funniest shit I've heard in a long time.
Blood.
Cardio cousins.
And the worst part is, I'm still waiting for 40 points. I'm still waiting for 40 fucking points. 4 months I've been on this show asking for 15 points, and this shit football club cannot even give me 15 points. I need 1.
I said 4 months.
4 months.
He's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying.
I said
4 fucking months. You know how shit that is. And then we've got Brentford coming up next. Ivan Toney's going to run.
Oh my days!
Bet on that. And then next week we go to you lot. You go to fucking you lot.
Oh,
can't wait for that one.
That'd be good, man.
Fucking done.
I'm trying to delude myself into thinking we can even take a point from there, but we got Arteta who's going to go for revenge for the 6-0. Going to hold 8 or some bullshit. Probably give Jorginho penalties just to take the piss. Well, to be honest, you guys wouldn't want to give it to Saka after the last one, so I'd understand that.
Easy, bro. Easy.
Speaking of penalty misses,
Let's have one dig in, man.
That was good. That was good. I can't.
Speaking of penalty misses, Bayern 1, Man City 1. Erling Haaland misses a penalty, but then scores a good goal. Upamecano though, blood. Let's talk, man. Them like he was linked with Arsenal a few years back. I was all over it, like flies on shit. But when people said to me that he's been good this season, but when I've seen him, he's been ripped to shreds, blood. Yesterday he was fucking terrible, blood. Like he was worse than the ref. The ref was shocking. But he managed to be worse than the blood. That ref was terrible, blood.
Yeah, he was.
That ref was terrible, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, agreed.
I cannot believe how he went to the screen, looked at it, and said, "Yeah, this is a penalty, blood." You understand? That should put fear in people, blood. Because imagine that happens late on if you're in the final, and then what? You lose the final because of that, blood.
UEFA's meant to be way more consistent with VAR too. That's the maddest thing. It's usually those issues in the Premier League.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was a shocking decision. Like I seen that and I was like, no way is he giving that as a penalty. You know, and then he's looked at the screen and he still give it after seeing it. It's like, that's outrageous it was. But yeah, on to Upamecano. I was a big advocate for him. I wanted him at United a couple of years back. And then every time I've seen him, because I don't watch the Bundesliga, he's been bad. Because he was awful. Not even this, he was worse in the first leg. He was in the second leg. He was worse in the first leg. I was like, Jesus, what happened to him? Because I heard the same thing. I know a couple of men who watch the Bundesliga, and they said he's been in good form this season. But this obviously it's only this 2 games, but he was awful in both.
But this is the time when you want him. This is the time when you want him to be good, though, man. Them like this is, you understand? All eyes are on you. Quarterfinal of the Champions League, high pressure game. A lot of people say that his pace saves him. Man are saying Kanate saves him when he's at France. Like, nothing was saving him last night, blood. The man could even stand on his own 2 feet, blood. You understand? The man dropped on him Batty like a skettle out the door, blood.
I couldn't believe it. That pitch was shit. That pitch was, especially in the boxes, bro. The pitch was just terrible.
Yeah, but everybody else could fucking stay on their fucking 10 toes, blood. Only him dropped down like a fucking donkey.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah,
that was mad. That was worse. That was worse than blood. That was worse than the Gerrard slip. Because at least Gerrard, like, it was a little. My man just went like whoop,
double, and it went.
Nah, the Gerrard slip was brilliant, man. Because he kind of slipped twice. You know
it was hilarious. That yesterday was like, bro, like, you learned to walk at 9 months, dog. Like, how you doing that at your big age, blood? You understand? I couldn't believe it. Like, even like his decision making, bro. When Haaland went through, when it got flagged offside and he got sent off and then the referee had to rescind the red card because of the offside. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you just let him go, especially at 3-0 down. You would just let him go, but it comes into decision making, like you said. Even on the ball, he's not the best either. I'm saying, never mind him defending and his recovery place. When I see him on the ball, he looks uncomfortable. I don't know why Bayern trying to be play out from the back, because a couple times again in the first leg, more than a couple times they got caught in the first.
Yeah, they got pressed quick.
Yeah, like Sommer isn't the best on the ball, and like there's a couple times even in the second leg, Bernardo Silva closed him down early on. I'm like, I don't understand the move. I really didn't get it, but.
I think the pressure just got to him. Because the first leg, that was a disaster class. He was making mistake after mistake, and he was getting exposed for it. Everyone was cooking him for it. So obviously the second leg rolls round. Everyone's looking at him again. They want to see if he redeems himself. Nope. Just drags himself further and further into the mud. I think it all just went to his head. Because if he's having that good of a season, and then City comes and you shit the bed twice, I think it's just the occasion, personally.
Maybe. It's definitely
someone who shit the bed as well, Leroy Sané, blood. You understand? He shit the bed in the first leg and he shit the bed in the second leg, blood. That chance at 0-0.
That's a bad
change the time
on his left foot. I know when
change the time. Honestly, on a stronger foot.
Wide, man.
You got to score. You have to score. But he's another player.
Hit the target at least.
Yeah.
Do you think that he was scared?
What do you mean?
Like when he was going in on goal, he saw Mane.
guy, you're an idiot, yo. Yeah,
He's had a long week, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Did you see the interview on BT Sport with his boss lip?
I didn't actually watch the interview, but obviously...
It's like, I should have scored. Yeah, the first opportunity, yeah, I should have scored. I make it 1-0. Yeah, I should have scored that one, yeah.
Well, I was watching for Champions League. I watch on
Bayern Munich fans probably wanted to get smoked again by Mane after that performance.
Yeah, but because I was really disappointed with.
They were probably like, bust his eyeball this time, blood.
This guy.
We're not promoting violence, blood. You understand? But you understand? Sometimes, shout out Evra, you have to give them a slap. You know.
You do. But even giving them a slap isn't going to change their attack. I thought their attack was shocking in the first leg, and
Coleman was good
in the second leg as well. Coleman was bright at times, but even in the second leg, there was a crossy over hit into Choupo-Moting, and that was at 0-0. And it's really,
he made them look better though. That Choupo-Moting blood is that what Bayern are missing? Like, because they haven't replaced Doski.
Yeah, they're missing a 9, of course, but I also think the wide players ain't really doing it. Like Sane, Coleman. Who else plays out? Well, they're the main two. Mane, none of them are. I'm saying just over this 2 legs, people. I'm not watching Bayern Munich, but they were really disappointing. They barely caused City really any issues. Even in the second leg, City played like they were 3-0 up, and it showed. City were played kind of like how Real Madrid played against Chelsea. They played as if they was in the lead, and that's how. And in the first leg, Bayern Munich was shocking going forward. Like, I was really disappointed. And if you're hanging your hat on Choupo-Moting, you're in trouble. They need to go again. You got Musiala, that's pretty much it. Bring Thomas Muller off the bench. Like, City would never, I never thought Bayern would go. They didn't look at threat. And yeah, they got a goal late on, but that was pretty much it.
How far can City go? Is if they beat Madrid, is it theirs? Like, respectfully? Because then you have to bear in mind, like, you look at the other side of the draw. Obviously, Milan done great things against Napoli. Mm-hmm. Everybody would have expected Napoli to go through, but then there's a thing called Champions League heritage blood, and that shone through when it came to AC Milan. You understand? They are one of the big dogs when you're talking about the Champions League blood. You get me? There's only a handful of teams that have their own Champions League in their ground. AC Milan are one of them teams. I believe they have 7, or is it 6, man? Them?
Not 7.
It's 7, isn't it?
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
You understand? Obviously, they haven't won it since they slap up Liverpool when the Inzaghi show back in 2007. But that's what I'm saying, though, because City don't have that heritage. But I believe that City will win it this year because defensively, they're better. You understand? Like, they've always had the midfield and the attack. It's been the defense, blood. That's been a bit, that's cost them in the Champions League. You get me? A bit of naiveness, you get me? Now they're street smart. You understand? They're street wise. They defend as a unit. You understand? Like, when I saw Ruben Diaz making last ditch tackles when they're 4-1 up. You understand? It shows you that they've gone to another level in the defensive side of their game. But does that Champions League heritage play a part when you get to this stage? Because Real Madrid last season, in the first leg of every knockout round, you thought they were dead and gone, Justin Timberlake. But then, you understand? Boom! Undertaker, motherfucker. I'm back again, rude boy. You understand?
Because they got quality. That's what it is with Real Madrid. Yeah. I said this the entire time throughout their run last season. You could say that Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea were all better than them. But they had the best player on the pitch in Karim Benzema. And I said, if he turns up, that can win you a tie, and we've seen it in countless ties. And then you add in Vinicius Jr., you add in Luka Modric,
that Rodrigo kid, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Rodrigo, like, they have enough talent. Along to goal side heritage, you also need talent. That's why AC Milan haven't won the Champions League since 2007 when we were in 2023. But what the difference was in that Milan game from highlights from what I seen is, look at the first goal, Rafael Leao. That's a piece of magic.
And the silly mistake from Ndombele before that.
Yeah. And Ndombele with the mistake, but I can't pronounce his name. The winger KK, I call him. You know what I'm saying? As
the one that missed the penalty.
Yeah, he missed the penalty too. So it's kind of like, that's how I'm looking at it. But
Giroud missed one as well, no?
Lack of experience.
Giroud missed one.
Because that's the first time they've been in the quarterfinals in a minute.
Who?
Napoli.
Oh, yeah. Same for AC Milan, though. You know what I'm saying? Because neither of those sides did good. But now, obviously, with the favorable draw, you know what I'm saying, and having some form of quality, you can do in knockout competitions. That's all it takes. As much as I don't rate AC Milan, like you lot when you played in Pacton, when Chelsea did, they do have Rafael Leao who can.
Yeah, they had hella injuries though when we played them. They were begging for us back.
And Tamori was doing up agent blood.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be
so
real.
it would have been a different story if we got them in the quarters. They would have smoked us in both legs.
Oh, probably by then. But yeah, I'm saying like before that. But like I think most teams was looking at it and going, yeah, give us AC Milan, give us Inter Milan. So we'll see. But yeah, City are definitely City favourites, yes. But Real Madrid are definitely capable of knocking. City were favourites last year. And look what happened.
City were my choice, lads. For the last 3 years, I've gone City.
Yeah.
Same.
That's it.
I think Madrid's game management
Madrid just turns up, man. Madrid just turns
Ancelotti,
up.
though, innit? Ancelotti's experienced in these games. Do you understand? He knows how, like, he's not nervous when he goes 2-0 down. Do you understand? He'll sit there and be like, all right, cool. Eyebrow raised.
Yeah, man. Eyebrow like the Rock, man.
And then, you understand? The thing just starts going, scrap. You understand? Real talk, blood.
Against us in the second leg, like, all they did was absorb pressure. It's like, wait until Chelsea make a mistake. They have to come forward and try and hit them on transition.
Chalobah tried to dive in the pom-pom head first, and then, you understand, he dived in the crowd, blood.
Quick.
Now, but even then, it's like Cucurella gives him the entire right side to deal with. And it's like, well, you just left
Cucurella.
Why did Cucurella press that?
Cucurella's a clown, bro. That's why he's a fucking...
If you're going to press the man, you better get the ball. And Cucurella didn't.
He did the same thing last week, and that's why Chilwell got sent off. And then he did it again this week. Like, just an idiot. Stick to your defensive line, for fuck's sake.
No, you're right.
Maybe we don't concede goals.
So early predictions for the semi-final. Obviously, Inter, they drew 3-3 last night with Benfica. Benfica doing really well to get to the quarterfinals. Big them up, blood. You understand? Leroy will love that, blood. There he is off my case now. You understand? There you go, blood. Your little Benfica shout out. There you go, blood. But Inter, you get me? It's going to be a Milan derby. Huh?
You see the Barella goal?
I didn't.
I didn't even watch that game. I'm not gonna lie, blood.
Go see the highlights. Beautiful cutback. He steals it about halfway, does a 1-2, gets into the box, pulls back with his left foot. It was a brilliant goal. You should check it out.
But yeah, we got the Milan derby, and the one that neutrals would have wanted as a final, but we got it in the semi. Man City taking on Real Madrid. Who's going through, man, them? For me, I say City Milan final.
Same.
Which Milan?
I don't think City let it drop off again this time.
When you say Milan
is Milan flawless.
Yeah, when you say Milan, like if you ask an Italian, who do you support, and they say Milan, you know it's AC. Like Inter, Inter, they always say Inter.
Yeah, they do. I was just making sure. You never know. It could have been, you know what I'm saying? You could have been going with a surprise pick for some reason. That's
what you thought I was trying to do the flipping, the smart thing, because they both got the Milan and say, Milan, blood, yeah. Well, I said Milan.
I'm saying, I'm saying, like, I'm just making sure. That's all.
Yeah. Now, I'm giving the proper, I'm giving the Italiano analogy, blood. You get me, blood. Shout out my pepperonis worldwide, blood. You understand? But yeah, I'm going for Milan and Madrid. No, not Madrid, sorry. City.
Yeah, that's my one as well. I think AC go through. They look a lot stronger now. And I think Inter Milan are a bit iffy defensively. So I think that'll just be the difference. Also, Bun Lukaku. So yeah, I'm going AC Milan. Big up Giroud every time. At least we can all agree on that, I guess.
What? No.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck Giroud. I'm going.
Why? What did Giroud do that was so bad?
Bro, that guy.
Thank you, Arsenal. The Europa League
was the worst striker in the history of strikers. That guy
cost me the 2016 league title, bro.
He did. Yeah. Big up Giroud, man. Yeah.
Big up on
fuck you, blood.
Look at this shit.
Fuck you. And fuck him in the mud too, Paul.
I was gonna say,
these are last good striker, bro. It's good memories.
If Giroud was somewhat efficient, we would have had like 3 titles.
Yeah, man. Shout out Giroud, man.
He's useless.
I'm took him off your hands 5 years earlier, bro.
Milan Madrid. I think that Champions League heritage will pull through with Madrid.
Milan Madrid.
Yeah, I'm going Milan Madrid.
Raw.
Yeah, I think AC will go. I think AC will go through. 'Cause I think they're bad. Even though I don't rate AC highly, I really don't rate Inter Milan like that. Plus Rafael Leao as well. I think he's the best player on the pitch. So I expect them to do the business. City, Real Madrid. I got about Madrid. I'm saying I'm going Real Madrid. I got about Ancelotti, Benz, Vinicius Jr., Modric to do the business again and save man from seeing City in a Champions League final like they did last year. So I'm asking again, hey man, Ben, you man do the business again. You know what I'm saying? Save man. You man saved man last year, yo. They saved man last year because we was about to see a City-Liverpool Champions League final. That is the worst of the worst.
Yeah, it's good night,
I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they knock out Chelsea, which was great, they saved me having to back them. Then they knocked out City, and then they beat Liverpool in the final. So I need you lot to do it again. And I don't even need you lot to win the final this time. Just beat City. That's it. That's it. That's all I need in it. You know what I'm saying? And I need that European heritage that everyone talks about to kick in. I know that.
I don't mind seeing getting knocked out because it means they focus on the league.
Yeah, that's I don't even care about all that. That's a you thing. You know what I'm saying? I just need City out of the Champions League. Oh, that's what it is.
Someone who has European heritage, well, Europa League heritage. Sevilla, flawless. You play tonight, blood, before the weekend. You traveled to Sevilla. Yep. You had a 2-0 lead until the 83rd minute, and then you done a bit of Arsenal FC and fucked it up.
2-0 lead.
You understand? Shout out Maguire every damn time. You understand? Bruno Fernandes as well got himself a yellow card, which will see him miss this very important second leg. You're going to a stadium where they know how to deal with this type of match, this type of atmosphere, this type of game. You're missing arguably your best player. You understand? He had a great game against Forest. Let's have it right. From minute one, he was pulling the strings. But now you're going to have McFred.
Now we won't have McFred. What you talk? Wait. Two things.
Things back in it, Ericsson.
Yeah, no. Let's do two things. Bruno's not our best player. Let's kill that dead. And number two, both Casemiro and Eriksen are back as well. So let's not do that. It's not McFred. Plus McTominay's injured anyway.
Are you confident though going to Sevilla?
Yes, very confident.
Yeah. I swear no English teams won that.
They're not a good side.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm so confident. It's not about us being great, even though we are the better team, and Casemiro and Eriksen being back, which is absolutely key. Like with those two, I back us against anybody. So yes, I'm very confident going there. Because we played against them, and when we was 2-0 up, no one were talking about no European heritage. And even though we was 2-0 up, we did not play well. Even at 2-0. I was screwing on my watch-along watching the game because we did not play well. But too many people do results-based analysis. And because that performance ain't too dissimilar to performances when we lost against Newcastle. They're not worlds apart in terms of giving the ball away, not creating anything. It's just that Sevilla was so crap, they offered nothing going forward. And I was screwing. I'm like, yo, get this third goal. And then injuries happened. And then obviously we went down to 10 men. They scored I'm not letting 2 deflected goals. You know what I'm saying? Change my opinion on what happened. If they would have carved us apart, I would have been like, held my hands up and went, you know what?
Sevilla, but they're going to be at home now. The fans on their side. We know that Sevilla, their fans definitely get behind them, blood pause.
Yeah, they do. But they're 5 points off relegation. You know what I'm saying? Or they were. It's like, so how much has their fans been helping all season?
But then Chelsea, you get me, they had a bad run in the Premier League, but they managed to get to the quarterfinal. Even when they won, their man was shit.
Yeah, they were shit. But one thing
Sevilla could have their form and eyes on the Europa League.
Your league form can be shit, but one thing Chelsea had when they won the Champions League was quality in their side. They had quality players on the pitch. Sevilla, I keep saying this, Sevilla are not a good side individually or as a team collective. I watched them. I was like, as bad as we were, because we were shocking, they were shit too. Because any team of any quality packs us in that game. Same way Fulham came and bopped us off the park at Old Trafford until Willian did what he did and we won that FA Cup game. If we play like that against the Fulham, against the Newcastle, we'll lose. And we've seen it happen against the Liverpool if you just continue to give the ball up. And that's what we did. Because we rely on our better players. There was no Martinez obviously got injured. Varane got injured. Casemiro and Eriksen weren't much sharp and there's no Rashford. When those 5, like I've said before many times on this podcast, when those 5 don't play or they're not playing well, we struggle. And we see
Rashford's still out for tonight.
Now, Rashford's back in training. So Rashford's back in training. Luke Shaw's back in training. Sabitza's back in training because he got injured in the warm-up against...
What's the news on Argentinians are?
Yeah, broken.
He's out for the season. He's out for the season. No. I think it's Meta.
I heard it might be the year.
Foot?
The year?
I didn't hear the year.
I saw broken something.
I get that wrong.
I heard metatarsal.
That's like a 6-week job, no?
I could be wrong. I saw a tweet in passing like, yes.
Metatarsal was like a 6-week job, no?
Something like that. But I heard he's out. He's done for the season anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends on the metatarsal. Varane will be back. They're saying he'll be back by the start of May. They're saying he's back, which I'm cool with. But I don't mind against these man, Luke Shaw and Lindelof playing at centre back. I'm really not.
Yeah, Shaw's done well, to be fair, when he's got a centre back.
Yeah, he's a better centre back than he's a left back to me. Even though he's played well at times at left back, I like him at centre back. Gives you nice balance as well, and you don't have to worry about him overlapping. And Delo can play there, or Malacia will play there. Probably Delo after the Forest game. But yeah, man, I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I know this is gonna get clipped up. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know when this is dropping, if it drops before the game or after.
Yeah. This is dropping ASAP.
Oh, is this dropping ASAP? All right, cool. Yeah, 2-0 Manchester United. 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Zah?
Yeah, I think you go through. I think United wins 2-1. 2-1.
You could be more happy about that, Zah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, not happy about it. Just got to be a realist. It's not something that makes me happy.
All right, man. You go on the title charge, man. It's all good. You got bigger fish to fry, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll say 1-0 United. 1-0.
I say 2-1 Sevilla.
First.
I say 2-1 Sevilla, blood. You get me? I think they got a surprise for your Bumble Club. You get me?
Hey, no, God willing, don't put the energy out there. What kind of shit is this?
What do you mean? Put that out there, bro.
The only one miserable here every week, bro. Someone else has to be.
Hey, I know misery loves company, but you know, you got Zara and Troopz, man. They dropped 2-goal leads in the past couple of weeks. You can talk to them, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, next week when Haaland does his job, say less. Say less.
Oh, yeah, they play City. Yeah, they play City next week.
Premier League.
After.
Arsenal kick off the weekend. Friday night, 8 o'clock kickoff at the Emirates, under the lights. Bottom of the league, Southampton come to the Emirates, fighting for their lives. We have been drop points FC in the last 2 games. I've said that 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. And over the last 2 weeks, we have seen that it is the most dangerous scoreline in football. Although both games were away from home, we didn't do it at the Emirates. You understand? Back home, in front of the home fans, should be a decent crowd. People getting in from work and all that. On the beers and whatnot, you get me? Zah, how you feeling going into this must-win game, bro? You get me? If we don't win this game, you can kiss the title goodbye, blood.
Oh, is that what we're saying? Opinion. If you don't win this game,
if we don't win,
I mean, it's Southampton, isn't it?
Let's be real. If we don't win, like even if we draw, if we don't win, that's it. Title's gone. Do you understand? Yeah. Title's gone. And
we don't deserve it, honestly.
Exactly.
If we don't win this game, we don't deserve the title.
I mean,
I think you deserve it anyway.
We can't be doing what Chelsea did and letting Southampton come to our fucking home ground and leave with 3 points, blood. You get me? We cannot be doing that. Mm-hmm. And if we do that, you get me? That means that we would have dropped 7 points in our last 3 games, blood. You understand? That's not good, bro. You get me? So you understand? If we don't win, I think we're out. I think we will win, and I think we're gonna kill them, blood. You understand? I think Southampton are in trouble, blood. You get me? Although we had a week before the a week after the Liverpool game to get ready for the West Ham game, we've had similar amount of time I think Southampton are in trouble, blood. You get me? I can see a mauling. I'm confident going into this game. Reason being, it's at home. You get me? We're a different animal at home. Only Newcastle and City have taken points off us at home this season. Only Brighton in the Cup and City in the league have beaten us this season at the Emirates. I would start Saka, you understand? Reason being, I would start him, not because of his form, because his form's kind of dropped. He's going to need the arm around him. He's going to need the arm around him, you understand? Missed a penalty. He's going to be down in the dumps, racially abused again.
That's fucking
it just pisses me off, bro. You get me? Like, the first thing I thought when he missed a penalty was, you know what's coming, bro. You understand? Yeah. You know what's coming.
All over again.
You get me? And it's just disgusting. You get me? It was England fans. Now it's Arsenal fans. Mm-hmm. You get me? You man ain't Arsenal fans. You understand? You man deserve to be curb stomped. You understand? But for me, like you have to start Saka. You understand? To give him a confidence boost. You get me? Because if he gets a goal in this game, going into the Man City game, that's exactly what you want, blood. You get me? So Saliba's not in training. Arteta said he's going to have to take his time with him. No pun intended. So we're going to have to go with Rob Holding again. Zinchenko's back in training.
Yeah, he's back.
I'd start Zinchenko. You get me? I would go Ramsdale in goal. Then Ben White, Holding, Gabriel, Zinni. Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. So our best 11 apart from Saliba. Zah?
So I would swap Tierney out for Zinchenko and Trossard out for Saka. I feel like I get what you mean with Saka, but I feel like Trossard deserves a chance. Each time he's come on, he's played well, and we're just keeping him on the bench, and we have players that are starting aren't really playing well. Saka, as we saw, I feel is exhausted. It'll be good to bring him off.
You don't think
bring him off the bench if he's coming.
You don't think for like the better of the like for the better of the good. You don't think it's a bit booky, a bit of a it's a bit of an iffy situation.
Honestly,
Saka, because that could affect him.
I think mentally. For some reason, I actually think he's better. He's better now than during the Euros time. So I think he's fine through all this. I think
the Euros has helped him because he's been through it already.
Yeah. I honestly think he's
makes sense.
Actually fine mentally.
For me, I'm not saying because of the racist thing. I'm saying because of like form. You understand? He could lose more confidence if you drop him.
So form-wise, I think that's more tied down. Bro, he was sucking in the big ones at like 75 minutes, 80 minutes. I think the form has got to do with that exhaustion. Well, pause. Yeah, that one was. That was a big pause.
That's a big pause.
Big pause, blood.
You good over there, sir? I was saying.
Remember, it's still early in America, blood. He ain't had his beat a big show.
Yeah. Serious show talking about sucking in the big ones.
Anyway, he was breathing in. He was breathing in heavy. Pause.
That is wild.
He was breathing in heavy. Pause. And I just think, and also Trossard. It's also got to do with the Trossard too. I feel like deserves a chance, and he's been knocking every time he's come on. He's been effective. So it's like, this might be a good chance. Bring Saka off the bench. Do the 70 minutes. The 70 minutes thing. Give him the 20-25 minutes at the end.
But you would really start Zinchenko after what happened with Trent? You'd start him this game.
I think in this game, like for me, away from home, I'd prefer Tierney. Okay, you understand? Okay. You need to be more defensively sound. You're going to be under the cosh more away from home. At home, you more dominate the game. You more can imprint your game, your style of game on the opponent. Easier. You get me? So I think at home, Zinchenko is probably the better option. Away,
Tierney.
I'd go Tierney.
No, fair. That makes sense. I'm just asking. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I went Tierney. I mean, Zinchenko can come off. He can come off the bench.
Because the atmosphere at that game, if you lot go 2-0 up and then Southampton score and it's 2-1, that's gonna be interesting.
Tense.
That's gonna be interesting.
That would be shook.
Bro, I'm gonna be watching the game like that, blood. I'll be like, yo, blood,
That's the energy I want to see.
That's it, yo, man. 2-1, and then 82nd minute, Ward-Prowse free kick.
Don't bring your Cross's energy over here, you pussy, yeah? You understand? Don't bring that fucking shit over here, blood, yeah? Big man team, we don't want none of that over here, blood.
Yo, that Ward-Prowse free kick. Woo-hoo.
Predictions are
PTSD, bro.
I think we win.
I'm going 4-0.
We win 2-0. I think we win 2-0.
I'm going 4-0, bro.
4-0. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't lie. As much as I want to think like Southampton will get a draw, nah, they're getting pammed. I'm going to go 3-0.
You're saying 3-0. Yeah, I don't see Southampton. As much as it would be great, you know what I'm saying, to see Southampton get a result, I don't think it happens. I'm gonna say 2-1 though. I can Arsenal win 2-1.
That's a stressful scoreline, bro. That's a stressful.
Yeah, it's, you know what I'm
that
saying. I can just see it. Yo, you're not going 2-0 up. You know what I'm saying? Now Walcott scores, you know what I'm saying? Half the deficit and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Stress.
This guy's a prick, blood. Swear down.
Y'all just give me my prediction. That's
fuck your prediction,
I
blood.
gave you the win.
Yeah? Trying to give me fucking heart palpitations, you prick. Guys are wild lad, blood. I swear down. Newcastle taking on Tottenham. That's probably the biggest game of the weekend in the league. 4th versus 5th. Newcastle obviously slapped last weekend at Aston Villa. Fucking hell, blood. Am I in New York or fucking London, blood? These man moving like fucking NY Babylon, blood. I don't know what's going on over here, blood. You get me? But yeah, Tottenham travel to St. James's Park. Newcastle looking to bounce back to winning ways. Tottenham, we saw what happened last weekend. You understand? 1-0 up, 2-1 up. No, 1-0 up, equalising this fucking 90th minute and then lose it in the 93rd minute. Tottenham Hotspur, it's happened again. They're travelling to Newcastle, a team... I don't think they want to be facing Newcastle right now, you get me? Especially after the way they lost last weekend. They've had a whole week to sit on that and regroup. I can see Tottenham holding another L, blood. You understand? I can see Newcastle bouncing back to winning ways. I go Newcastle 3-1.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Yeah, I think Newcastle smoke them.
Yeah,
that place is a fortress. Tottenham are bitches.
Newcastle wins it. There's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of streams ending this weekend. Newcastle wins it.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Spurs, and there's a lot on it in regards to top 4 as well. So I think Newcastle win. I think Newcastle win 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say 2-0 as well, to be honest. I don't see Tottenham scoring in this fixture.
Fulham taking on Leeds. They kick us off on Saturday. Leeds fighting for their lives. Fulham loving life in mid-table. Flawless is here every ep, praying that Leeds hold another L.
Yep.
I think they will hold an L in this one. I go Fulham 2-0.
Yeah, I think Fulham, but like Leeds against Liverpool, as good as Liverpool were, Leeds were awful defensively. Mm-hmm. And I expect Fulham to do the business at Fulham as well. Say Fulham 3-0. I think Fulham will do the business.
I'll say 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Fulham.
Fulham 1-0.
Palace taking on Everton. Palace, since the owl Roy Hodgson has gone in there, picked up form. They're flying high now. They couldn't hit a barn door. Now they're hitting the goal at every opportunity. Everton, form's been a bit up and down since Dyche has gone in. I think they will stay up now that he's there. Palace, though, I don't know, man. Can they win? I'm going for a draw, blood. 2-2.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Draw.
Is it at Palace, right?
Yeah.
It's at Palace.
Yeah, I don't see Everton win. Everton just can't score goals like that, in particular on the road. Like, they don't, to my knowledge. Obviously, someone will correct me, but in the comments if I'm wrong. But I'm looking at it as like Everton just struggle to score goals, it seems. I think Palace win 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say 3-0 Palace, to be honest.
Makes sense.
I think Palace walked through this one. They've been in really good form the last few weeks. Free scoring. I expect to continue, to be honest. 2-0, 3-0. I'll say 3. I'll say 3.
So,
what's it called? Draw 1-1.
Liverpool Forest. Forest are piss poor away from home, blood. 5-0 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool, unfortunately.
4-0.
I don't know about 5.
Yeah, 5-0, bro.
Forest are shocking away
I say
from home.
Liverpool.
Forest are piss poor away from home.
Liverpool wins it 2-0.
Brentford Villa. This should be a good game at the Brentford Community Stadium. Yeah.
Oh, wait, Brentford play this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, we might have a chance on Wednesday. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want
3 o'clock.
to tie them out, yeah?
Yeah, 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, draw.
They're at home though, so no traveling. You get me?
No.
Should I go?
Might get a draw.
I say 1-1.
I'm gonna go Villa win.
I'll go Villa win.
Masterclass.
I say 2-2.
Leicester
Villa's been
taking
great
on.
form as well.
Yeah. Leicester Wolves. Relegation battle game.
Wolves. I think Wolves wins it away.
Wolves have picked up form. Diego Costa got his first goal for the club last weekend. I'll go Wolves still.
For some reason, I think Leicester are going to get this one. You know what I'm saying? Midlands derby and all that. 1-0 Leicester.
The way Kelechi's been missing. Wolves.
Yeah, in fact, because they had chances against City. You know what I'm saying?
Second half, innit?
Yeah, Nacho missed the Sarah as well. I'm like,
Madison.
they have goals. They have creativity and goals in the side. So
Yeah.
1-0. That's bad as they can.
And then Bournemouth taking on West Ham.
Bournemouth, West Ham.
Yeah, West.
I go Bournemouth. That win last weekend, the way they won it last weekend, I'm going Bournemouth, blood.
I expect them to keep building on that too, to be honest. 2-1
what the draw?
Why? Who did Bournemouth play last week? Who did they play against?
Spurs.
Oh yeah, they beat Spurs 3-2.
Yeah,
so they'll be high on it. But then West Ham, you know what I'm saying, at that value come back against Arsenal. So they'll be high off that 2-2. You already know.
I'm gonna go West Ham.
FA Cup. FA. Nah, go on.
I'm trying to think. Where is it? Wait. Where's it at? This Bournemouth. Is that Bournemouth?
Yeah, it's at Bournemouth.
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1.
FA Cup this weekend. Man City taking on Sheffield United. Respectfully, how many are Man City going to score? How quick will Haaland get a hat-trick, blood? You get me? I think they should be the questions asked around this game. Pep, he's going to go strong, pause.
You think so?
Yeah, man, he don't play, brother. You fucking mad.
Sheffield, bro.
Expect Haaland to start, blood. You understand? I'll go Man City 4-0.
Come on, Sheffield United. That being said, safe to win comfortably. 3-0.
I'm going to go City. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. City 6 or even 7.
You're on the same wave as me.
If like Haaland, if Haaland is gonna play, if he's gonna go strong, I mean it's gonna be like 7.
I think it's gonna be 5-0 City. 5-0 City. They're gonna walk right through them.
Flawless. You take on Brighton. 2 games this week for you, blood. You understand?
2 big cup games, man. 2 big cup games.
It all depends on what happens tonight, no?
No, I don't
you can't really talk about that game yet, can you?
No, I don't think it has a bearing on it because that's the game I'm more concerned about is that Brighton game.
Is it?
They're a better outfit than Sevilla. 110% they're a better outfit than Sevilla. And if we play there's no playing poorly against them and getting past them at Wembley. We can't play poor. We have to play well to win this game because Brighton are a good side. They got players who can hurt you. Yes, Ferguson's injured, I believe. Veltman's injured as well, but they still have players who can do the business. So it's going to be a tough game, but I don't think whether we go out or go through tonight against Sevilla, I don't think it has any bearing. But it's going to be a tough game. But I'm still saying 2-1 United.
You think you got enough to do it?
Yeah, of course. Still have to. We got quality players.
You don't believe in the magic of the cup?
Yeah, I believe in the magic of the cup, so we should win it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why.
No, but it won't be magical if you win it. If Brighton win it,
we can do it the day before, innit? If you want.
It's been a while. It's been a while since like who was the last like magic of the cup? Was it Wigan?
It's probably Wigan. But if you want to do this magic of the cup thing, do it the day before. You know what I'm saying? City, Sheffield United. You can sprinkle the magic there. You know what I'm saying?
No. You want City playing as many games as they can, blood. You understand? So
you and Zah want City playing as many games as they can. Me personally, I'm in this for self-preservation. Bring me Sheffield United.
I'm kind of with flawless now, to be fair. I could do with City getting knocked out of a cup. That'd be good.
You're trying to see City one, you know what I'm saying? It makes
you don't want to see him get a treble. I
don't want Man United to win the FA Cup, blood. I'd rather City win it.
I get them both out. Sheffield United.
I'd rather City win it, bro.
Yeah, sure, Blues, man. But yeah, I don't want City or Arsenal winning the league overall. So here we are. None of us are happy. You know
the predicament you're in the league is a predicament I'm in the FA Cup, but I'd go for City over you.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm not going for you or, you know what I'm saying?
How about we all just go for Brighton?
Let's all
go for Brighton.
How about y'all? You man, be quiet.
I'm with that.
Just go for Brighton. No,
you know what?
The FA Cup, bruv.
You know what? Sure. Lewis, you're right, blood. You know what? 2-1 Brighton.
Yeah, 2-1 Brighton. Let's go.
I actually was
Evan Ferguson double. Oh no, he's injured. Welbeck double. Welbeck blood.
I'll leave that, man. That's peak. If it's a Welbeck double,
you get me. But
that would be mad.
One of your own.
And the best part, we don't play this weekend. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, Lewis is safe, blood. You understand?
Nah, but you play midweek,
I get to have a peaceful weekend, bruv.
You play Wednesday? You play the same day as City?
Yeah, we're meant to play you lot this weekend. Thank God that got moved. I'm not here for that, bro. Move that fixture to next year or something.
That's next year, you know. You might be in more trouble next year, blood.
So if we're still in trouble next season, I might just sign out from streams. I can't do this shit for another year, man. This season's been long.
And on that note, episode 219 is wrapped up like a Zubi, blood. You get me? Big up the man them every time, blood. Zaza, Flawless, Lou. Love every time. You understand? Big up the man them. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All of that, share the thing, subscribe to the man them, link in the bio, follow Zar on TikTok at the Midget Zimbo. Happy 420. Look out for the 420 content. Tomorrow, keep your eyes on the socials, you get me? I don't know if I'm going to the game or I don't know if I'm doing a watch along. I'll let you lot know. But fan cam player ratings will drop tomorrow. Big out your damn selves. Jet ski, big out your damn self. Matty, Vin, you know the vibe. And like I say, at the end of every episode, blood, stay safe and wash them fucking hands, blood.